Hello, beautiful people. It's a girl Genie and it's Genie's signature. So, this is the second part of the tutorial that I posted 2 days ago. That I told you I'll be showing you how to cut this beautiful sleeve. So, if you're interested in knowing how I cut out this sleeve, please kindly watch till the end. And as you're watching, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share. This sleeve came out very beautiful, as you saw on the thumbnail and as you saw in the video of where I posted how I made the dress. So if this is what you're interested in, let's get right into it. So I have my paper because I'll be cutting this on the paper so that you would see everything that I'm doing perfectly well. So for the length of my sleeve, I'll be making that 14 inches plus 1 inch, that will give me 15 inches. And then on fold, I'll be dividing my armhole measurement by 2, and then I'll add 1 inch sewing allowance. So that is what I'm marking right there. And then for my cap size, I'll be making use of 4 inches. So for an adult, you can make use between 4 or 5 inches or thereabout, yeah. So I'm just marking that 4 inches, and then I'll be rolling out in the straight line. And then from one point of that to the other, I'll just be slanting it just exactly as you see me do. Just cut out your, if you know how to cut out a basic sleeve, just go ahead and cut that out, because that is what I'm just trying to do. So on the slanted line, I'll be taking the midpoint of that, and then I'll be indicating the midpoint like so. And so on both sides, I'll be going up by half an inch on this side, and then on this lower side I'll come down by half an inch. This is just like to serve as a guide when I'm carving out the armhole. So this is essentially good for beginner class or beginners in general that don't know how to carve out the armhole curve. So I'm just trying to do this because of people that don't really know how to go about this. If not, I can just use my free hand and then I'm good to go. So now I've gotten that. So you just like try to ascertain your actual armhole right there, and then you get that on the point, because by the time you do this, you're going to be having more than what you have. So just like indicate that. And then for the length of the sleeve, I will not be using my normal round sleeve measurement, because this is going to be in form of an A shape. So I'm just going to be slanting from there down to the edge of the paper like so. And that gave us like an A shape or a shape, or I don't know, I beg, grammar is not for me. So I'll just be cutting this out, and we're basically through with our pattern for the sleeves, and then I'll be making necessary adjustments as we move on. But first things first, let me just cut this out. So you follow the lines that I drew like an inverted S, and then you cut out. So this is what we have. So we are having our sleeve as it is. So in order to have that shape that we have in the picture or in the video, on the folded part of the sleeve, on that folded part of the sleeve, for the one I made, that folded part, I went up by 4 inches, or if you want, you can go up by 5 inches. But I was okay with the 4 inches that I went up with. So I just marked that 4 inches, and then I used my ruler. I'll not be using the pointed edge of the ruler. I'll be using that reverse side like you see, so that it will just give it like a slant curve coming down like that. I don't want the line to be straight, yeah, but if it's too straight it'll be too pointed, so I don't want that. So that was how I drew it like that, and then it came out like this. So I'll be cutting this off. And so this is basically our new sleeve. This is how our sleeve is going to be for now. So I'm going to be taking this because it's going to be serving as a template, and then I'll be cutting it out on my fabric. So this is how it's going to look by the time you cut out your fabric. So let me quickly do that. I'll be showing you right about now. So I've gone ahead to cut out, as you can see, I've cut out the 2 sleeves on my fabric. You see that I used that as a template, and then I cut it out. So I now got the other fabric. You know, this this material, this fabric is two styles, like two fabrics. So I got out this, and then I measured 3 inches on each, and then folded half inch inwards. So what I have left there is 2 inches. And then for the first one that I'll be making, I went up by 5.5 inches on both sides, like so. So I went up 5.5 inches, and then I'll take it to my sewing machine, place it on that line, and then run a stitch on both sides, because I've already folded half an inch inwards. So I'll just run it on both sides like that, and then I'll be right back. So I've run the stitch. As you can see, this is how it's looking flat. I ironed the gum stay to that to give it stability, because it was too soft. So now the next one I'll be doing now, this is the next one, because it's going to be two. So for this second one, I'm just going to be joining half an inch at the lower side. You saw the way where I placed it. I'll just run half an inch, like joining it to the fabric. Just run half an inch until you get to the other side, like so. And then when I'm done with that, I'll be back to show you the next step. So I haven't done that. This is what I have. So this second one will just be left like that. I'm not sewing it on the fabric. I just like joined it with half an inch. So you can see that our sleeves is already coming out the way it was on the model as well. So the next thing I'm doing, just to ascertain the length now. So by the time you measure it, you're going to be getting back your 14 inches length that you wanted for your sleeve. So now I'm going to be using my lining to finish off, but now let me just cut out the edges of after sewing all those ones, so that everything will be laying flat. So you can see what I have. So that half an inch is what I'll be using to join my lining. So now I'll take my lining. Don't mind my lining, I had to join my lining. I didn't know it was not going to be enough, so I had to improvise sort of. So now I'll just place my lining like that. After all, it won't be showing, and then I'll be running half an inch on it like that, just to join it to it. And then after that, I'm going to be top stitching on the lining and then flip it over. If you don't know how to close up your sleeves neatly with a lining, I already have a detailed tutorial on how to do that on my channel. That is what I'll be doing. And then by the time you see my sleeve is all good and ready. So this is how the sleeves came out to be. You can see it's a very easy sleeve to do. So don't bother yourself. Change that sleeve that you've been wearing for long. Sew this kind of sleeves and you will be amazed at how beautiful it's going to be looking. So try this out and leave it in the comment section and let me see how yours came out to be. So thank you all and see you all on my next tutorial. And like I always say, this is Genius Signatures, and of course I'll be signing out soon. Thank you all and God bless you. Bye. See you. Kisses. And please don't forget to share. Okay? Ciao.